Actually, before I walk you through this video, I want to make it clear that what I'm about to show you is not a replacement for the alerts we get on Gabe's Discord. And that is because these alerts can sometimes be unreliable. They might get you late, right? And the alerts on Discord are a bit more sophisticated. They've got a much better system of sending you those alerts. So the alert system that I'm about to show you is just for your own personal watch list, right? There might be a few stocks that you really like playing and you want to get alerted just on those. This is just for that. And you're also limited to only 20 alerts versus we get hundreds of alerts on the Discord. So you can watch only 20 different stocks or 20 different times, right? With the system. So with that in mind, let's continue with this video. In this video, I'm going to be walking you over TradingView alerts and how they work, and also in the latest update of the EMA Crossover panel, it can now send you some alerts. So in TradingView, you can get alerts in the alert log. You can ask TradingView to play a sound when you get an alert. You have the option of disabling the sound. You can also ask TradingView to send you a pop-up message like this, right? So if this is your chart, you'll get a pop-up like this. You can also disable this and just have it only in the alerts log if you want it. The other thing you can ask TradingView to do is send you an email, right? So you can get an email like this. If you hover over any of these alerts in the alerts log, you can get this information. And this information is provided to you by the EMA Crossover panel. So how do you set this up? Well, so you guys have added all this EMA Crossover panel previously, and some of you might have customized it, and let's say you're really happy with your settings. The first thing we are going to do is we are going to save the settings for our EMA Crossover panel because we don't want to lose it. So the way you do it is you expand this, and if you see EMA Crossover panel, go into the settings and go click on this thing and say save as default, and now hit OK. So now my settings are saved. Next, we want to update the EMA Crossover panel to the latest versions. So how do you do that? Well, you have to remove it from here, go into your indicators, your favorite, and EMA Crossover panel, Hypnotic Sharp. And now you've got the latest version of the EMA Crossover panel, and your settings have been maintained because we saved them. Okay, now how do you create an alert? The way you create an alert is just by clicking on this, but before we do that, we need to configure the EMA Crossover panel for the kinds of alerts that we want, right? So let's say you want to play the 920 cross and you want an alert on the 920. So you want to go to the settings, you want to change your fast EMA to 9 and slow EMA to 20, right? Because I want alerts on the 920, I'm going to change my EMA to 920. Now I want alerts on the SPY, so I'm going to go to the SPY and I'm going to go to the 5 minutes because I want to play the 920 on the 5 minutes, right? So this is the 920 on the SPY on the 5 minutes. Once I have my chart on the 5 minutes, once I have this configured to 920 and I'm on the SPY, I can click on create alert. And then this condition, you want to set it to the EMA Crossover Info panel. Here, you can select what kind of alerts you want, right? So notify on app will just send you an alert log, and on your phone, you will get a notification. Show pop-up will show you a pop-up of the alert. Send email will send you an email. Webhook, well, if you have your own Discord or whatever, you can send it there. Play sound will play a sound, and send email to SMS. Well, this will just send you another email, but it'll be a simplified one. There's nothing special about that one. And alert name, this will just be the name of your alert. So over here I've created a Doge 1 minute alert, right? So I'm going to create, this is my SPY 920 5 minute alert. So I'm just going to call it this. And I just want notify on app. Maybe I want to show a pop-up as well because I feel like it's important. And you can set the expiration time for your alert, right? So after this date and time, your alert will no longer trigger. If you have TradingView Pro, you can set expiration times up to 2 months. So right now it's automatically set to May 23rd. You can change this. So the max I can set it to is June 22nd. So I'm going to set it to June 22nd. The time, sure, whatever, right? At 2:30. You can't do open-ended. You need TradingView Premium for this, right? So if you have TradingView Premium, which is expensive, you can create an open-ended alert. But yeah, you can set the expiration time there, and all you have to do is just create it. Give it a second, and there you go. Now you've got an alert that is active. If you want to pause the alert from triggering, you can just click on the stop button and it won't trigger. If you want to resume it, you can just click on this and it will restart triggering of that alert. When the alert triggers, it will show up here, right? So let's do a test drive of this. I'm going to go into Doge USD and I'm going to remove this alert from here. I'm going to set my EMA crossover panel. This is just for testing. So you can also do this to test it out for yourself as well. So to do this, I'm going to set my EMA crossover panel, this one to 1 and my slow EMA to 2. So I'm playing the 1-2 cross, but again, this is just for testing. So now I have very frequent signals being triggered here, right? And I want to create an alert with these signals. So I'm just going to go back to the 1 minute because I don't want to wait 5 minutes for an alert to trigger. I'm going to go to the 1 minute, create an alert, set the condition to EMA crossover panel. That's good for me. And I'm going to go Doge 1 minute alert span. And now let's wait for the next candle. And there you go. You've got an alert. It's a call. This is the current price. These are your different indicators. This is a pop-up panel, and this is the alert over here. And you can see all of the indicators are in your favor, and that's kind of what this says. So that's how you make an alert. And if you want to get rid of it, you just click on this X mark here, and it'll remove the alert. Yep. And yeah, that's how you do it. So I'm going to go back to the SPY to reset my chart. I'm going to set my EMA crossover panel to 1348 because that's what I like to play. And yeah, there you go. Now you've got your very own alert system.